Hello everyone, welcome back. So in last video we have seen how we can attach a screenshot when your test case fails, and today we are going to check how we can add some logs in your report. And when I say logs, that means we perform some basic operations like click on the element or enter some data on the text box or selecting a drop downs. For such basic operations, when we perform, let's add the log in the report that what we have performed and what data we have entered, right? So let's see how we can do it. But before that, if you I'll trying to run the test now, it will fail. I'll just show you the what exactly is the failure. But for that, I'll take an example of feature file from test feature, and I'll show you an example from regression. Okay, I'll try to run this register file. So this is the command npm test -spec -test feature regression. Under regression we have register.feature. Let me just try to run and see what is happening. We'll get an error and our test case will fail. You might face the similar issue here as well. So we'll fix that and then we'll see the report. So it is trying to open the Chrome browser. It is opening. It is something it is giving, and you got the error, right? And you also might face the issue if you go to package.json, and if you come here in your script section, dev dependency and Chrome version. So Chrome driver is 92. Okay. And now if you see the error somewhere, it will tell you what is the exact issue. Session not created. This version of Chrome driver only supports Chrome version 92. That means this whatever we have version downloaded as a node modules is supposed only Chrome of 92, but current browser version is 94. And just to make sure it is 94, so let me show you first the version of my Chrome. So if I'll go here, I'll open the Chrome, and if I'll go to help in this three dot help, and then if I say about, and if you come here, you'll see it's a 94 version and it is updating now. Okay, so but when we were using a driver here, Chrome driver, it is 92. So this 92 is not compatible with 94 version, or it might be 94 point something. Okay, it is just trying to update now. So if you have the similar version in your package.json 92 and then you're using the latest version of Chrome, it might fail. You'll get the similar error. But if you have 93, that means n-1. When you have a 94 version here, and if you are trying to run from 93, it might work, right? So it's good, always good to have the latest driver version compatible with your Chrome. So let's update that first. To update it, what you can do, simply you can run command called npm install the dependency name is Chrome driver, and you say @latest. So what it will do, @latest, usually you can define a version, which version you want to download after that @. But if you want to take the latest of which whatever version available, you can simply say @latest. It will download the latest one. So let me just run it now, and it is downloaded. And if you see that now here Chrome driver version is changed to 94. So now when you run your test, it will be able to execute successfully. So that is the one change I wanted to show before we update the logs. Now, to update logs, right, what we have to do is we have to add our logs in step definitions. For example, I'll take here for this video, I'll take example of register.feature, this feature file, where we are entering so many data here, and then we are trying to validate something. So for that, our feature file is a register steps. Now one way is what you can do, you can add your log here. Okay, so first to add a log, you need to import a dependency from the Allure report. So you can say import report from, in single or double quote, @WDIO slash Allure reporter. Okay, this is the import you need to do from Allure reporter. Okay, just import it. Now if you want to add a log, for example, I'm doing a maximizing a window, so I'll say here report dot add step. There are so many features or methods available, we'll explore later, but for now we'll go with the add step. Okay, and we can say here simply maximizing window, and then similarly we can just copy here and we can add here. Okay, not maximizing it, no, loading URL, and you can say comma app URL. So we are adding steps here. Now similarly we can add steps for here, each and every step, But rather than adding in each and every steps like this, which will be a tedious task which doesn't look good. Instead, what we can do, if you have remember, for each these operations that we perform, basic operations, right? For example, click or select or everything, we have created something called util folder. So if you go to src utils and commands.ts, right, this is where we have this basic operation available. So instead of adding every logs here in this step, okay, we'll add here itself, right? And that is why I told in the beginning, I think in a few videos, that we will use this, for logging report logging as well. So it will be helpful now. So what we'll do here, also we'll import the same thing whatever we have imported. So I'll just copy it, okay, and I'll add it here. Now this is for this function is to select a drop down. I'll, after clicking on the or selecting a drop down, I'll add a step here. I'll say report dot add step, and I can say that I can say in this way, in bracket selected, sorry, not typing, selected value, okay, drop down value, and then we can say comma and whatever value we are expecting here in this function, right? So in this function we are expecting some value to be entered, right? The same thing will be appended here whatever you select. One way is to do this, or you can use a string letter, which is this operator. This is called string literal, and this is available below your escape key in your keyboard. Below the escape button it will have. And what you can do when you give a string literal, you can just cut it from outside and you can pass your actual variable in a dollar and in curly bracket, and you pass your value. So you don't have to add some plus icon and then comma or something like that. You can use in this way itself. Now let me just copy this, or I'll add here similar step here as well. Okay, report, okay, and reporter dot add step here. This function is to set a text or enter a value. So I'll say, and I'll use string literal only, not single colon, entered value, and what value we have entered. So dollar in curly bracket I'll say text. This text is nothing but this text expecting when we are calling this function, right? This text. So it will be appended in the log. This is for select by visible text. Let's add this as well, report dot add step, okay, and then sorry, selected by visible text. And what is the text that will be appended here? The text is coming from the calling function. Similarly, this is for click, report dot add step, and you can say clicked on element. Now which element we are clicking? So if you see here in this function, okay, we're not passing any element name in this click function, right? You see here only we are passing the selector or WebDriver, the web element only, right? So either you can create a one parameter which will expect for each click element name, that in which element you are trying to click, or you can just print you can log the element itself. So I'm going to add the element web element itself here in the logging. I'll say dollar in curly bracket element, and then you have to say if it's a web element, if you want to print the locator itself, you have to say dot selector. So then it will print the selector only, and just add await here so that it will await till the call is resolved. So await. Make sure you add this properly in dollar in curly bracket await element. This element is nothing but this lm, which is we are passing the calling function, and dot selector. So just add these steps, okay. Now what we will do, we'll just run our test now. So we'll run our test again, which we are failing in the beginning. This register means we are targeting this file register, and then we will see how these steps, whatever we have added here, the logging, how it is making and adding a log in the report as well. So let's just first execute it. It should not fail this time. It should execute because we have updated our browser version as well. Yeah, it is started execution. Let's just trying to load the URL, entering data here. Yep, enter the data, validation is done, all the test case passed, nothing has failed. All good. Now let's generate a report. Now in the previous video itself, we have seen how to generate a report. We have a script in the package.json which is report. So we can say npm run and report. Click enter. It will open a report in your default browser. For me it is Chrome, so it will open in the Chrome. So let's just wait for it. Trying to generate a report. If you see here, running a report generated and starting a web server, and it opened here, right? So this is what we have executed, and here suite name will be nothing but your feature name. Which feature we have executed? This in feature regression, this register one, right? So the feature name is what? Chai page. This is what will be the suite name here. If you click here and if you click in this scenario, this is a scenario name. Again, just to confirm, see here it's a scenario name. If you click here, detailed steps will be available. Now what I was talking about, the logging, the first step, if you see in register a step here, I have added maximizing window and loading URL. And see here for this particular step, you see maximizing window, loading URL. Okay, so this is what it is, right? Loading URL has come. And then if you, okay, URL is not printed because I have given comma. Instead I would have said here plus. Okay, that is why it didn't come here, but usually when you add plus here and then you generate a report, it will come. And then whenever we perform some entering data, so you just click on it. See here, see entered value and whatever value is passing. Entered value, whatever value we have passed. Expand these steps, you see these are the logs. Now we are able to see selected drop down value, this value, selected drop down value, this value, selected drop down value, this value, right? And if you expand here as well, selected by visible text, selected by visible text, clicked on the element and element name, right? So we are able to see in a little bit more detail that whatever action you are performing, for that log is getting added in each step. So you can expand and see the step. And for few places, if you see, we don't have log. For example, for validation steps, right? We can see how we can add a step for this kind of validation as well. But yeah, wherever you want to add, you can just add your normal, just import this and then add a step. Optimize ways to add here, wherever you have a reusable steps, add your logging, then add there, so that you don't have to write in actual test cases also, right? So that is how we add a logging. In the next video, we'll try to see how we can further optimize this logging and add few more details in your report. But for now, that's all. Thank you so much.